Good morning, student. This is Latif sir. Today I'll discuss about factors that affect rates of a reaction. And the factors are physical state of reactant, concentration of reactants, temperature of reaction, and presence or absence of catalyst. You have to remember all factors. Huh. So first, physical state of reactants. You know that more readily the reactants collide, the more rapidly they react to form product. Homogeneous reactions are generally faster, generally faster than heterogeneous reaction. But heterogeneous reaction which involve solid are faster if the surface area is increased. That is the solid. Uh, if the solid is in powder form, that is a fine powder react faster than a pellet. Okay. Second factor is concentration. Concentration of reactants. Increase the reactant concentration generally increases the reaction rate. Increasing the reactant concentration generally increases the reaction rate, since there are more molecule per volume and more collisions occur. And third, effect of temperature on reaction rate. So reaction rate generally increases with increased temperature. So reaction rate is directly proportional to temperature. You can say that is reaction rate are generally increases with increase in temperature. This is because kinetic energy of molecule is increased. Kinetic energy of molecule increases with temperature. That's why reaction rate also increases with temperature. Uh, At higher temperature, molecule move more quickly, increasing number of collisions, and the energy of molecule possessed during the collisions. So that's why if you increase the temperature, number of collision of between the molecules among the molecules increases, and therefore kinetic energy of molecules increases. Therefore, rate of chemical reaction increases. And next factor is catalyst. You know that catalysts are those substances which can affect the rate of a chemical reaction. So catalysts affect rate without being in overall balanced equation. You know that catalysts not involved. Catalysts are not involved in chemical reaction, but they can affect the rate of reaction without being in overall balanced equation. Catalysts affect the kinds of collisions and changing the mechanism of individual reactions that are the part of the pathway from reactants to product. So these are the common factors that affect the rate of a chemical reaction. Now rate law. What is rate law? In general, reaction rates or rates of a reaction increase as concentration increases. I have told before some time that effect of concentration on reaction rate. As the concentration of reactant increases, the reaction rate also increases, since there are more collisions occurring between the reactants. And the overall concentration dependence of reaction rate is given in a rate law or rate expression. So how the reaction rate depends on the concentration is given in the form of a rate law or rate expression. Now what is rate law expression? I think you have studied in class 7 class 11 about the law of mass action. For a general chemical reaction, a small a capital A small b plus small b capital B to product, where capital A and capital B are reactant and small a small b are balancing coefficient. For this chemical reaction, using law of mass action, you can say that the rate of this reaction is directly proportional to the concentration of reactant. Concentration of reactant, that is concentration of capital A and concentration of capital B. And you know that concentrations are represented within third bracket. So rate is proportional to a to the power as capital within third bracket capital A to the power small a into within third bracket capital V to the power small v, or a rate is equal to k into within third bracket capital A to the power small a, that is capital A means within third bracket capital A means concentration of A, and within third bracket capital B means concentration of B. So concentration of A to the power A and concentration of B to the power V. So according to law of mass action, you have to give the balancing coefficient, you have to use the balancing coefficient as the power of each concentration of each reactant. That is, you have to write the balancing coefficient in the superscript of each respective reactants. But uh, experimentally it is observed that the rate reaction is found to depend upon m concentration term of reactant capital A and n concentration term of reactant B. That is not the rate law. That is, the actual experimental rate law looks like this: rate is proportional to concentration of A to the power small m and concentration of B to the power small n, or you have to replace the proportional sign with a constant. So rate is equal to k into concentration of capital A to the power small m and concentration of capital V to the power small n, where small m and small n are experimentally calculated value. Huh. That is, in maximum cases, the rate law does not follow the law of mass action. Does not follow the rate law according to law of mass action. An experimentally rate law is the actual rate law of a chemical reaction. And here the actual in the experimental rate law or actual or true rate law, you can see rate is equal to k into concentration of reactant capital A to the power small m and into concentration of uh, capital V to the power small n, where m and n are called order of reaction with respect to reactant capital A and reactant capital V. M and N are called order with respect to order of the reaction with respect to capital A and capital V. So total overall order of the reaction is M plus N. Yeah, you have to remember that the rate law means actual experimental rate equation or rate expression is the actual rate law expression. Sometimes uh, the rate law according to law of mass action is obey the experimental rate law, but in maximum cases the experimentally rate law is different from the rate law based on law of mass action. Okay, so The experimentally determined rate law is the main rate law expression, where within third bracket capital A within third bracket capital B are the molar concentration of reactant capital A and reactant capital B, and the K is the constant which is called rate constant or velocity constant, or sometimes it is specific rate of the reaction. Okay, K is the rate constant or velocity constant or specific rate of reaction. So what is the definition of rate constant? You know that the rate is equal to K into concentration of A to the power small m and concentration of B to the power small n. According to this equation, rate is equal to K into A to the power m and B to the power within third bracket B to the power n. Now if the concentration of reactant A and B, concentration of both the reactant A and B are 1, then you will see that rate of the reaction is equal to or will be equal to K. That is, if the concentration of each reactant become 1, then the rate of the reaction will be K, that is rate constant. So rate constant may be defined as the specific rate of reaction when the molar concentration of the reactants is taken to be unity, that is 1. If the concentration of each reactant in the reaction are taken to be are if the concentration of all reactant present in a reaction chemical reaction are taken as unity, that is 1, then the rate and rate constant are same or equal. So rate constant may be defined as the specific rate of reaction when the molar concentration of reactants is taken to be unity. Now units of rate constant. For us, nth order reaction, the rate of the reaction can be given as rate of the nth order reaction, that is rate is equal to K. K means rate constant of the nth order reaction, and K into C to the power n, where C is the concentration of the reactant undergoing nth order reaction. What is order of reaction? I will state uh, later. Okay. So unit of rate constant, that is K, or unit of velocity constant is equal to mole to the power 1 minus n into liter to the power n minus 1 second inverse. So unit of rate constant is mole to the power 1 minus n into liter to the power n minus 1 and second inverse, where n is the order of the reaction of the chemical reaction. That is, value of n is equal to 1 2 3 4, okay, any value. For first order reaction, value of n is 1. For second order reaction, value of n is 2. For third order reaction, value of n is equal to 3, like this. Okay, so unit of rate constant is mole to the power 1 minus n liter to the power n minus 1 second inverse. Now characteristic of rate constant. Rate constant means K. Characteristics of rate constant K. Greater the value of rate constant, faster the reaction. Each reaction has a particular value of rate constant at a particular temperature. The value of rate constant for the same reaction changes with temperature. That is, rate constant value depends on temperature. And the fourth characteristic of rate constant is the value of rate constant for a reaction does not depend upon the concentration of reactant. The value of rate constant for a reaction does not depend upon the concentration of reaction. Okay, you have to remember the unit of rate constant, characteristic of rate constant, and experimental rate law of a chemical reaction, and factors affects the rate of reaction. And now molecularity. What is molecularity? Molecularity of a reaction is the total number of atoms or ions or molecule of the reactants involved in the chemical reaction. That is, total number of atoms, ion or molecule undergoing the chemical reactions are called molecularity of the reaction. For example, if you heat Hi, hydrogen iodide, Hi, it will break to form hydrogen gas and iodine gas, that is H2 plus I2. So here two molecule of Hi decompose to form H2 and I2 gas. So here molecularity is 2 because two Hi molecule undergoing in the chemical reaction. Molecularity, it is always a whole number and never more than 3, and it cannot be 0. Okay, molecularity cannot be 0, never. So molecularity means, in simple word, molecularity means number of ions, atoms or molecules of reactant undergoing chemical reaction. Now order of reaction. Order is the sum of exponent or power of the concentration of reactants in the experimental rate law is termed as order of the reaction. I have told this one again before some time. Order of reaction. Order of reaction is the sum of exponent, that is power of the concentration of reactants in the rate law. For example, if the rate law of a reaction, if the experimental rate law of a reaction is R is equal to K into A to the power X B to the power Y. Suppose it is experimental rate law of a chemical reaction. Rate is equal to K into A to the power X and B to the power Y, where A and B are reactant, and within third bracket capital A, within third bracket capital B are the concentration of reactant A and reactant B respectively. Now the order of the reaction is X plus Y, sum of the power of reactants, of the concentration of reactants in the rate law. So order cannot be determined with the given balanced chemical equation. It can be experimentally determined. So to calculate order of a reaction, you have to know the experimental rate law, experimental rate law expression. Otherwise, we will not able to calculate the order of reaction. Okay. In the next video, I'll discuss about the difference between molecularity and order of chemical reaction. Thank you.